folks? This is your man, Jack Gill podcast show where everything is talked about. Man, I just want to talk about the state of America, man. It just never ends. It never ends. Let's talk about it. What's up, folks? This is your man, Jack Gill podcast show, and I just want to talk about the state of America. How America is pretty much just telling us crazy things and doing crazy things. See, because what I believe in is just like the part of all of these safety nets, all of these subsidies that America, the government, has done for not only the poor, the middle class, or whatever you are. If you need some help, the government is able to do it for you. But we cannot sustain the path that we are going on now. And it's only been a month since 45-47 took his administration took over this country, and it's not more so of a presidency. It's more so of a takeover, a coup, or oligarchy. That's what we're going through. It's more so that way to me than anything else. And as we go through day by day, most people don't even understand what's going on in America for us as your life, the economy, and how things are being perceived to you. Because the legacy media, they're not going to tell you all of the things that are going on right now. We'll never find out everything that's going on. So if you don't educate yourself, you don't pay attention to, hey, the new media, which is content creators, that people are out there are still giving you the information because they're in it minute by minute. Don Lemon, Midas Touch. All these folks are in it minute by minute. They are watching, and they're coming and giving you the information, what's going on in your life. Not only theirs, but your life, because they are telling you so you can be aware. This is one time that we have to be woke. If you guys understand what woke means, it means being aware. You have to understand, or you gonna go to work one day and they're gonna tell you, hey, we got to shut down. Or you gonna go to work one day and you won't get a paycheck, or you're fired because you fall under the so-called Doge, or what is it, Doge program, or whatever the hell President Musk is doing. Because we have two presidents. It's not just 45. It's Elon Musk also. 45-47 ain't the only guy that's running shit. I think Elon Musk is running everything because he's the guy with the money, the richest guy in the world. So all these federal workers that's been laid off or fired, my heart goes out to you. My prayers goes out to you because you wasn't expecting it. But I hope most of you guys did not vote for this clown. 45-47. I hope you guys didn't vote for him. If you did, you're getting what you deserve. It's the find out stage of this administration. So when are we gonna all stand 10 toes down? When are we gonna all come together? When are we gonna all decide that we can't take this dictator? I want to be dictator. We can't lose our democracy. We are fighting for our democracy. For not only for me, for your wife, and for your kids, and for their kids, for grandma and grandpa. They want to cut Medicaid, Medicare, all those different things off. Why? Social Security. Why? What is the reasoning for a guy that's the richest guy in this world? Why are you probing it along into America's business, trying to take money out of people's hand? What is the end game? What is the end game? What's the end game? America, we needs to find out the end game. See, because me as being an African American man, I can tell you that it never was easy for me. Yeah, I rose up into my job and got promoted, got to a high position in my job, but every day was a battle. Every single day of my job was a battle. Because it was always something, a got you moment. If I would get a call or email from someone that was above me, It was always a gotcha moment. Never got praised for doing all the great things that we did. But it was always a gotcha moment. It was always the one thing that you didn't do right, or you forgot about, or it wasn't right compared to what the way they wanted. It's a gotcha moment. But it's never a praise. So for all of you that's out there thinking that all this stuff that you guys voted for 45, 47 was basically to downplay the African Americans or Latinos or Hispanics or people of color in general, now you are in the find out stage that it wasn't all about that. It's all about control. He has a show. He's putting on a show for you guys. That's what's going on. That's what it was all about. So you got to understand, African Americans, we have endured slavery. We have endured Jim Crow. They started on us with CRT, critical race theory. Then they came up with this woke deal. They didn't understand what woke meant. Now they doing the DEI deal. But you guys got to understand one thing this guy's doing. He's doing all this cutting to keep his rich billionaire friends rich. If he takes from you, he gives to them. You guys always remember when it was always a trickle down effect. Let's make sure the wealthy gets tax breaks and the wealthy gets all these different things, and we're gonna trickle it down to the lowest man. Yeah, right. That was bullshit. It's almost like it's a flock of birds. And if I've seen this so many times in my life, I go out to West Texas. I'm from Texas. I go out to West Texas. There's a string of goddamn electrical poles, right? And there's one particular spot that we always used to work at out in West Texas. And it would always, one day it'd be empty. Well, in moments, right? It'd be empty. But then, if you look around, here comes that one big bird flying. He goes all the way to the top. Then here come the rest of them flying in. Wherever the authority or where their status was in that flock of birds. But that guy at top, or that woman bird, whatever the hell it is, they shitting down everything to the bottom. Every time she shit or he shits, it's going to the bottom, right? So that's the way it is in a chain of working in command and how things work. There's that guy, just say the CEO guy, right? And everybody's under him. So whatever he says or whatever he implements is going to be the Bible, right? It's going to be the word. So young people, my Gen Zs or whatever you call yourself, millenniums or whatever, you guys have to take heed to what's going on in this country, because regardless, if God spares your life, you will be in control of the country. You will have the say of what's going on in this country, especially political, because a lot of young people don't get into political fights. Nobody gets into those political fights. But I do want to give a shout out to Don Lemon and all these Midas Touch, Politics by Tab, Tennessee Brando, Luke Beasley, Anna Mockler, Occupy Democracy, all these folks that are telling us what is going on. Michael Popart, I love you, brother. Love the things you do. And what's the other guy I love? It's the Fed's name. I forget what it is. Talking Feds or something like that. But anyway, shout out to you guys for doing such a great job, keeping us abreast of what is going on in everyday life, which is your financial state, your value as a human being, as an American human being, true Americans, your value. So it is the thing that I'm fighting for, and I'm gonna keep talking about it. I'm gonna keep listening to other content creators. They do an excellent job for the things that they do. You know, it's amazing how the four-star general, I just want to touch on that a little bit. The four-star general, I forget the guy's name, Adams or Brown, whatever it is. But this guy was a four-star general. And the guy that he confirmed as, I guess is what the defense secretary, I guess that's it is. He once said, "Oh no, we are not going to bother him. He's going to keep his job." Then turn around and fires the man, or replace him, in other words, with a three-star general that's retired. How you gonna take a 4-star general that's active and bring in a 3-star general that's retired just to fill 45's 47 agenda? He's not gonna tell him no if he tells him, "Hey, we need to go do this." He's not gonna say no. So he's bringing in all his lawyers. He said that before. He's been saying it for 4 years. They have to be loyal to him in order for them to work for him. Then MSNBC turns around and fires Joy Reid. I don't get it. All people of color are being replaced. What is it? By white men, white women, and white women was the highest percentage of success in DEI because that's who got all the jobs in DEI. White women. So the national media, the legacy media doesn't tell you those stories. But that's why some folks have to go and understand and Google and do things themselves so they can educate themselves. You guys have to educate yourself. And for my African American families, please, from the age of 2, 3, 4, 5, teach your kids. Teach them how to read. Teach them how to educate themselves. Teach them. Take the time to teach them. Spend time with your kids while they're young to teach them about this world, about this country that we live in. You have to teach your kids because I'm a firm believer. You teach at home so when they go out into the world, they will understand what the world is. They will show what they learned at home. Teach them. My Democratic people, you have to understand the moment that you are in right now. You have to understand it. You have to understand what's going on. You have to take advantage. You have to be out there every single day preaching to the choir, whoever you need to preach to the American people to let them know what the hell is going on. We told them about it, and look at what's happening. You have to be stern, have a stern ground here. Thank you, Jasmine Crockett. Thank you, AOC. Thank you, Don Lemon. Thank you, Midas Touch Network. Thank you, Politics by Tabitha. People that don't hold back. These people do not hold back. They are telling it like it is. And we need to have some kind of conference or just get together, stand 10 toes down. We are not going to step back. We're going to keep fighting. We need to have some kind of come together with this. America is heading for self-destruction. If we allow this clown 4547 and President Musk to continue to run freely without any boundaries, without any laws being set for them, we will not have America again. Folks, this is your man Jack Gill Podcast Show, where everything is being talked about. And remember, don't let anyone tell you that you cannot succeed. You first must love yourself before anyone else can love you. Peace.